Hi guys, welcome to Transform.com. This is Mohit Soni and you are looking at a very large and very beautiful looking car. This is the Range Rover long wheelbase. That's what it's called. There are no other names like Range Rover Velar or Range Rover Evoque. This is just the Range Rover. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it on the road. It's been in the Indian market with 2 to 3 generations, and this is the current generation where everything goes aluminum, everything goes monocoque, and so does the flagship car. Like I said, LBW stands for long wheelbase, and as you can see, this car is almost commercial vehicle levels of length. It's 5.2 meters long, and you get this there's a lot of elements, despite the fact that it looks so regal, so stately and so elegant, but it has so many elements going around all the places that pop out and are flush at the same time. Yeah, I've been writing that script for a very long time, because you can see these lights look really good, but they sit flush here, so that looks really great. That's how the grill is also mounted very flushly, and it's quite a big grill. This is the usual Range Rover emblem sitting on the top. Very nice looking alloy wheels. That's what JLR should do every time with their SUVs. Some SUVs don't get that great alloy wheels, but just look at the size here, the amount of glass room, the humongous rear door. These are 21 inch alloy wheels, so they are proportionate and good looking at the same time. That's the rear, very signature looking rear. How the spoiler pops out and how this particular area gives it a very muscular stance. These are the very funky looking and evolutionary LED lights over the previous car, and that's how it looks. It has a sort of a hatchback sort of design to it, and overall very huge, very massive, very it's just humongous on size. The footprint is enormous on the road. Let me show you how the boot works. That's it, you press a button. This is the split tailgate, and that is almost 600 liters plus of boot space on offer, with a nice luggage rack, which also feels very high quality to touch. Obviously, let me also tell you the fact that this car costs almost 2.3 crores rupees ex showroom, so everything you touch, feel is electric and very high on quality. That's how it shuts down. It's got a wiper hidden below here, and there's a washer quirkily for the camera, so no problems in the rain, which we witnessed in the month of April in Bombay yesterday. And that's the humongous, again a very commercial vehicle like amount of space on offer here. There's just no denying there is ample amount of headroom, leg room, knee room, shoulder room here. You are going to be absolutely comfortable with 3 people also at the same time. Obviously this tunnel just come out quite far ahead, so a child should be very comfortable for long distances. These are how you control the seats, individual controls, and at the same time these are the buttons here which control, you just press on it and you can control the sunroof, the sun blinds, the windows and everything, all from this button. So quite impressive and quite a neat touch. You just touch a button and use the same button at the same time. One button to basically get everything right and use. That's the armrest, quite a chunky armrest. That's the remote, very old school remote, TV remote. Usually you get iPads and things like that. Here Range Rover is still sticking to the usual old school things. The quality, the leather, everything is top notch. Even this car is been in the fleet for quite a while, but the sense of occasion, a smell of new car is present because of the absolute high quality of materials used all around, especially the leather. It's A grade, and it touch and feel is just spot on. We've seen much more fluffier mats in German cars. We expect the British car to have more luxurious floor mats here, but nevertheless they are high quality. We just expect them to be a little bit better at this price point. And that is the cockpit. Just like Mercedes, on top end variants of the Range Rover, you get seat controls here, entirely electric, memory for the passenger as well as the driver. Let me just quickly show you what I have for you on that side of the car. With this Vogue SE trim, you get these Range Rover badge, 2 sets of headphones for the rear passengers, so they can listen to their music much more comfortably, and you store them here, and that's how you close it. That's the amount of storage for your cup holders here. Those are the cup holders. That's the terrain response system. That's the electric parking brake. That's how this shuts down. This is how it opens. Those are all the charging points. This opens up, and this is your fridge to keep your drinks cool, which is also a very neat touch. Let me get back into the cockpit again. And tell you what's it like. The first impressions, as you can see again on the inside, everything sits flush. The moment you close these extremely heavy doors, you are entirely knocked out of all the kind of noises that are happening outside. You can place a generator right over there and you won't hear it, because the sound insulation in this car, thanks to all the glass, metal and sound insulation material used, it is just a very silent cabin. Starting up, that's how the V6 engine starts. That's the entire LCD screen. You are familiar with this steering system. This is for the cruise control, heated steering wheel, which nobody will in India use it, and that's how you control everything. On the menu, you press menu and the screen changes, so you can change things here. What do you want to be displayed? Songs, navigation, trip meter, everything can be showcased here according to what you like. Again, a very high quality steering wheel, with the typical Range Rover layout here. Leather here as well, very good, very high quality. Those are the screens. The screens, as you know, I hope you can see it or not, but this is how you tilt the screen and it comes ahead, and this is how it goes back. And this is the usual gear selector. This is how you control the AC, and these are the seats. It's got ventilated seats, and we're not sure how it works for the Indian market, because we just can't sense the amount of blowing power from the seats to keep us happy in the summers, which are already here in Mumbai. And this is the twin glove box, but apparently the top one is just for the CD player and something else over there. Overall, great cabin to be. Lot of space, lot of quality. Everything you touch and feel is top notch. There is no cost cutting whatsoever. There is usually something with the JLRs, but this time it's not. This is their flagship car, and there is a lot of things that you get here to play with. The humongous panoramic dual pane sunroof, and it opens all the way as well, so it's not a fixed one. It is something that will open as well. Let me quickly get into how it's like to drive. So how is it like to drive? Like I said, it gets the 3-liter V6 engine making 190 PS of power and 600 Newton meters of torque. That is again very commercial vehicle like, and it does 0 to 100 in 8 seconds, which is not entirely fast, but for a vehicle of this size, the mid-range and the top end is also good enough. And yeah, the engine is smooth, it revs freely. It could rev a little bit more quickly, but in sport mode we have nothing to complain about. And speaking of the gearbox, the 8-speed unit is great. It can be a bit clunky at low speeds, but the moment you gradually go ahead and take speeds to a higher level, There's no problem whatsoever. The gear changes are quick enough. In sport mode it responds even more quickly. And what we noticed though, there is a certain amount of turbo lag below 2000 rpm, which is quite apparent because there is turbo lag, and plus there is the heft of this car, which is almost 2.4 tons. So getting off the line very quickly, supposedly a race start, is not that impressive, because until 2000 rpm you will have to build the revs to go ahead, or else there is turbo lag that you can feel at lower speeds while even crawling in the city. Like I said, the NVH levels are spectacular. You cannot hear the engine at all inside the car at any given point of time, and be it wind noise, road noise, or tire noise or engine noise, nothing seeps into the cabin. And even if you have a little bit of music on, you just cannot hear anything inside. And this is a fabulous luxury touring SUV that you can always look forward to when you want a comfortable drive. It can off-road as well. It's a Land Rover, of course, so it can off-road really well. And it's got all the terrain management response system and ride height control for the suspension, so it can do pretty much anything you want. It is meant for road and off-road at the same time. Dynamically quite good actually. The body roll is well contained. The lower the suspension setting is, the better the ride quality is on at higher speeds. At lower speeds, when you raise the suspension to go over bad roads, or you want to stay in the city at the highest suspension setting, the ride quality is impeccable. It rides very maturely. You can feel that it's taking all those bumps, but you can sense that it's happening, but you don't feel it. So that the kind of insulation from everything on the outside is extremely well done. There is no denying that. Brakes are really good. Although speaking of a couple of things that we did not like is the infotainment system, and which is a bit laggy, and it tends to freeze in a different way. Despite the screen is working, it freezes. And the sound system, I think it's time to ditch the Meridian system for a Harman Kardon system, which is again in-house thing for Jaguar Land Rover. I think they should opt for that. Meridian sound systems are not that great. This 850 watt system is good, but it could have been more impressive given the price and the size of this car, which segment it comes in. So overall, we think it's a great SUV at almost 3 crore rupees on road Bombay. If you have the money, just go ahead and buy it, because this is the only true luxury SUV, flagship SUV you can buy with all the support from the manufacturer, which is already here. And you get a great ride and handling, impeccable ride quality, superlative luxury on the inside. On the outside, it looks very regal, very stately, and at the same time it grabs a lot of attention. And it's a timeless design, so it will age really well. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, comment if you want to ask us anything, share this video with your friends, and stay tuned to the Trust Zone channel. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.